everyone, how are ya? Tonight is probably one of my favorite subjects ever, clearly. It's all about angels and business. And the reason why I felt really compelled to come on here and talk to you is because I would have to be totally lying to you if my angels weren't the whole reason why I'm where I am. And I'm a full-time entrepreneur. And just a very short time ago, I was a full-time cop. And how I've been able to grow this business, very, I think, I don't know, maybe a year and a half since I've been, in business at all. And I think that is really important to, acknowledge that. And I think it's important to discuss this with you because I'm not, this is the kind of, behind the scenes stuff. And, I want what I have for you, and hell, I want more for you, and I want you to have whatever it is that you want, right? And so I'm just offering a different way of looking at things and looking at how to build your business. So I'm just going to dive right in. If you are on, please say hey, because I have no idea. This thing isn't working. I have no idea if anybody is on or if they're not. If you are a replay viewer, let me know what you think. Drop me a comment below. But, so just to dive right in, okay, is everybody has, their own way of bringing, spirituality into their business. That's what it seems like online. But there's a lot of people, the people that I work with, my clients specifically, they are women who want to bring more spirituality into their business, who aren't really sure about their angels, who don't know much, but are so interested, intrigued by it. And so that is why they are with me, and that's why they work with me, is to learn more about it and how to build a spiritually based business. So that's what I do. And so my women, if you're one of my women, then pay attention, because this is exactly what I've done. So you need to have so what you need to know is you need to have a practice, a spiritually based practice that you do every single day. You can't skip. Can't fuck around with it, and I'll be honest with you, I've heard of a lot of other very successful coaches having daily mindset routines, and it's very similar. You're just working with your angels, and it's a mindset. It's just a different level of spirituality, and it's a different frequency. And so you really want to set time aside every single day to work with your angels and to talk with them and to ask them to help you and to really quiet your mind and stop all the chatter. That's probably, if there's one thing that's going to kill any business, it's doubt. It's lack of self-confidence, lack of belief, and doubt. If there's anything that's going to kill your business, it's going to be that. Because you need to understand it is not, normal, or people just don't know about it, to build a very successful business sitting home on your couch. So a lot of people have no idea what I do. A lot of people you just sit home all day, you don't do anything. And so, especially when you're starting out, you're very impressionable, right? And so what happens is you get on this crazy train of negative self-talk and negative belief, and you just don't believe in yourself. And so, developing a spiritual practice and connecting with your angels and connecting with your guardian angels is really important so that they can help you get off the crazy train. They're also a way for you to ask for help, before you freaking go really nuts and go out of control. We can all go from, this sucks, this was really hard, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to do this, to, all right, fuck this, I give up. We don't want you to go to that extreme, or I don't. And so working with your angels can help you do that. And the reason why it can help you is because it gives you belief. When you're working with the angels, it gives you this belief in this higher frequency. And the higher frequency is how you manifest, okay? And in order for you to be with your angels and to interact with them, then you have to get your ass off a low vibe. It's the only way. And what happens is when you're working with your angels, you manifest fast, because in order to be an angel whisperer, right, in order to work with them and to, work with your intuition and to really feel your your vibes and really feel the energy from the angels and work with them consistently, you can't be in a low vibe. You can't be hating the world. You can't be hating yourself. You can't be hating everybody else. You can't be down on yourself. You cannot be negative. And you can't be like in disbelief, because it's just not going to work. You're not going to listen to your angels. The angels are not going to want to freaking, well, I can't say they're not going to want to hang out with you. They always want to be with you and they always want to help you. But you're not going to be able to hear them or feel your own intuition, for that matter, if you're on a low vibe, low frequency. You're not going to be able to manifest things that you want. You're going to be able to manifest shit. Because the truth is that we're always manifesting, no matter what. So it's just, you want to get to a spot where you are manifesting the shit that you want, okay? Not the shit that you don't want, which is where a lot of people get stuck, is they start manifesting, but they're manifesting the shit that they don't want. And so that's really not a lot of fun. So you want to really develop a spiritual practice so you can connect with your angels. So that's all of the reasons why, right? And so some ideas, hi Lupe. So some ideas for you to develop your spiritual practice is, like I said, get quiet. Get your mind, get your ego, get that like chatter quiet, okay? So how we do that? Well, we can do it through meditation, but if you're brand new, don't sit down and try to quiet your mind. You're going to want to fucking kill yourself. Just don't do it. What you want to do is like go and, do something that you really love to do. That can be a form of meditation. Start a gratitude list. Start journaling. Go watch a movie that you love and that will like take your mind off the whole world. Shit like that. Like you just need to do stuff that's going to quiet the hamster in your head, right? It's on the wheel. And that is how you can start listening and being in tune with your own intuition and the angels. So let's talk about this. So how has the angels like really amplified my business? How has, really following my intuition, what has that done for me in my life? And how can it like change your life? So my life, just to give you a little bit of a background, like my life felt like it was like spiraling down this like black fucking hole. It was terrible. I went to college for 4 years to become a police officer. And before I graduated, 2 years before I graduated, I ended up getting a job as a cop, part-time, working full-time hours. And then I ended up going to the police academy. I went to the academy was it before? I think it was before. No, it was after I graduated. So I went to the police academy after I graduated college, okay? And when I was done the police academy, mind you, I'd been a cop for I think 2.5 years by then. I knew it wasn't what I wanted to be anymore. I didn't want to be a police officer. I knew it, but I didn't have a choice. I felt like I didn't have a choice. I felt stuck. So what did I do? I do what most people do, is I just stay with where I'm comfortable. So I stayed in police work, and I ended up getting very, very miserable. I had no sleep. Like I was not sleeping at all. My diet was fucked. I was just miserable. Just miserable. Like I was just grumpy. Like you didn't want to be around me. I would spend nights crying in my cruiser because I just didn't want to be where I was. I had to work the overnights and I can't sleep. And like my life just felt like it was really like skyrocketing out of control. I felt like nobody understood my situation. I felt like nobody understood me. I felt like my dreams were so far away. And I felt like while everybody was sitting there saying it's possible for you, Autumn, it's possible, I felt like it really wasn't. I felt like people were just saying that shit, and I just felt like it was so far away. So then what I did is I decided to just take a fucking chance. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to believe. And what I did is I started working, hi Renee, hi Tammy. I started working with my angels every day very consistently. What did that look like? Well, every day I would wake up and I would thank them, for their help. Thank God, thank the universe that I woke up. And I would thank them for being with me, and I would always ask them to guide me through that day. And I would ask them for like special things to happen to me. Can you send me some guidance this? Can you send me a message this? For different things that I wanted. And I would ask them every single day to send me, I would tell them, I wrote out my picture of my life that I wanted, and I would tell them every single day, you don't have to do this, but it just made me feel so much better. Because when you're in a really desperate place, like when you're in a place of you just hate everything, you need something to hold on to, and you need belief, right? But you need something to believe in, and you need somebody to believe in you. And sometimes we don't have a person to believe in us, so sometimes we need to, evoke the power of our angels. And I think that's the most powerful thing out of my message here tonight is, when I didn't have anybody to believe in me, I had the angels, okay? And that's why I've been able to do the things that I've been able to do, is because even when, I didn't have anybody around me, or people really thought negatively about my choices or what I was doing and blah, 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 I would talk to the angels, and they would give me signs, and they'd give me guidance, because they're literally standing like right around you, and they are ready to jump in and talk to you and help you every chance they get. Okay? But what the problem is you're not listening. So you're not listening to those hunches. You're not listening to those little nudges. And I did. So the little nudges that I got, like the ones that told me sign up for this Beachbody, like I started out as a Beachbody coach. And I'm not telling you I'm not saying like I loved Beachbody or I didn't love Beachbody, but it was my way into the coaching world. That was the angels' way of getting me into the coaching world. And then they gave me the nudge to go sign up for this program and all these things. And even though it wasn't like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing in the whole world, what happened is a compound effect happened, okay? And what happens is when you follow your intuition enough and you listen to your angels and you listen to what they're having to say to you, you change. Your life changes dramatically. But you have to listen to everything, okay? And you can't expect like instant gratification for everything that you get. Like, you're going to do things, and your intuition is going to push you to go do things, and you're not going to understand why. And I'm going to tell you, I think if there's another thing, if there's something that I'm pretty fucking good at, is just trusting my angels. It's just trusting. It's just trusting the information that I get. It's trusting that feeling. It's trusting the urge. It's trusting, that everything's going to work out. And a lot of people can't do that. If they don't, unless they believe it, that's when, unless they see it, that's when they believe it. And that's truly not the way that it is. And it's not the way that you're going to manifest anything. You must believe it, and then you will see it. And truly, that is right there how I've grown my business. I believed in my angels. I believed in that fire in my stomach. Like, maybe you're like me, and maybe you have that fire in your stomach to know that right where you are right now isn't where you want to be. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you're not thankful for where you are. That doesn't mean that your life sucks, because it probably doesn't. But you just know that you're meant for more, right? Like, you just know you've got this oomph, you got this fire, you got this burning, you got this like, for me, what it was like this, I want to call it like this old soul's voice inside of my head that was just so like before its time, like so before me, and would just come up with these ideas and these quotes, and would just say things to me. And I mean, it was me, right? But like, I just was like, wow, like, when like everything happens for a reason, and like it would tell me that, or I'd listen to it was my higher self, it was my intuition, or my angels, if you want to believe it that way. It was, they were just telling me, like, you don't know the reason why we're having you do this, but just go do it. And I just believed it, and I didn't second guess it. I was like, okay. So I went and did this, and I went and did that, and and all these things that would happen, and I would and I just wouldn't second guess it. And I just believed, and everything that happened, I just thanked them. Even if I didn't know why, even if I wasn't like overly happy with it, but it was a change, I was like, well, thanks. Thank you very much. I'm speaking to you, Tammy. Yeah, I know, you get it. Hi, Christine. But I believed it, and I believed in them, okay? And I believe in them, and I'll be honest with you, I'm just going to be straight up with every single person on here watching this. I am not the person to convince you to believe in angels. Nope, that's not me. That's not what I do. If you want somebody to go do that, go see Doreen Virtue. I don't know. I don't do that. If you believe in angels, or if you want to learn more about them, then I'm I'm your girl, because I believe in them. There's nobody in this world that can convince me otherwise, but I'm not about to go convince anybody else. If you believe in them, if you want to believe in them, great. But if not, that's just not what I do. But I am lucky enough to believe, and I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by them, and so many, and be so strongly connected. But that doesn't mean you can't have that. And that this is the point of this live video, this live stream, is to tell you can be just as connected to the angels as I am. The thing is you have to believe, and you've got to ditch this fucking self-doubt, okay? You got to ditch this voice that's telling you can't. You got to ditch the voice that's telling you you're crazy, it's never going to happen, you can't have this. What you really want is bullshit. You're being selfish, you're being self-centered. I mean, all this shit I've heard for a long time, until I got my results, until things really started happening, and everyone was took a step back and was like, holy shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's the power of working with your angels. The power of working with your angels is creating programs that your clients love. The power of working with your angels is to figure out your ideal client, who is literally a soulmate client that you cannot wait to get on the phone with. That when she or he texts you, you don't roll your eyes. You're not like, oh, fuck, what the hell do they want? You love talking to them. And, that's the power of working with your angels. That's the power of, doing things a different way. And I have to tell you, I'm the queen of that, because, and everybody else is telling me to price things at one price point, oh, you got to use the $197, use the $195, blah, 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 blah. No. Nope, I don't do that. Fuck that. I do what I want, and it works. And you want to know why? It's because before I do anything, I consult with the angels. And I know you're like, all right, Autumn, you're crazy. But I highly recommend it, because before you do anything, you should be checking in with your higher self, and you should be checking in with your angels, because they know, and your higher self knows more than your ego will ever fucking dream of knowing. And when you understand this, you're going to be able to manifest things that you've never even imagined. And so, I've gone on this journey of transformation in my own life and in my own business in a very short period of time. And I will not lie to you, there has been a time where I disregarded the angels, what they recommended, and I did what, my coach told me to do. And that didn't work for me. It looked like it worked. On the external, it worked because she knew what she was talking about, and I would never take that away from her. She knew what she was talking about. But what most people don't understand is what works for some people and what is right for some people just isn't right for others, okay? And I stand behind that belief. Hands down, you ask any one of my clients, they come to me and they ask me for any business advice. Well, there's no there's no blanket advice. There's no blanket fucking guideline. There just isn't, okay? Because what your soul is meant to do, what your soul's purpose is very fucking different than mine, okay? I believe what my soul's purpose is to lead others, guide others into being the spiritual leaders that they're meant to be, okay? That's what I believe that my soul's purpose is. So I can't tell you how to go be that leader. No, I'm going to lead you, okay? I'm going to teach you how to be that leader by teaching you how to follow your gut and how to follow your heart, and to, kind of be your partner in crime as you're building your business. And you're going to need someone to lean on. Trust me. You're going to need someone to pull your head out of your ass for you, because it's going to suck. It's going to suck when you're all by yourself, okay? You need to know that. It's going to suck when people start questioning your motives and questioning your business and questioning what it is that you're doing. That part sucks. But if you have a very strong relationship with your angels, and if you have a coach and you have a strong, a strong support system, then you're going to be okay. And you can be just fine if you have none of that. But you got to have a really strong mind. Christine says, I can tell I'm so much closer to them. I hear them more than I have ever before. I now listen to them, and I have been seeing and understanding things more. Christine, what do you think changed? What do you think that you are? Why has that happened to you? And so the point of coming on and telling you this, okay, is to tell you that there has been a direct correlation in my business and my success in my business, as to how much I work with the angels and how open and connected I am, to how successful I am. When I shut off that, when I don't listen, when I don't meditate, when I'm not journaling, when I'm not working with them every single day, the success in my business goes down. And that's very much the truth. So I'm coming here and if you are an angelic lover like I am, I'm posing the question to you is how are you doing? How are you doing in your business? If you're not doing as good as you want, why? Ask yourself that. If you're just beginning, I don't expect you to be on fire. I do expect you to get the guidance that you need, and don't be stupid about it, because it depends on how serious you are on how badly you want to build this business. But don't mess around. I mean, if you're like me and had the fire in your gut and the oomph in your heart and you were ready to go, then you need to get your ass a business coach and don't mess around. I messed around. I was like, I don't have no $5,000, which is what my business coach cost. And, yeah, well, that's because, are you protecting your energy, Tammy? Because it seems when you meditate, you connect with other spirits. So you may need to really work on protecting yourself and talking to Archangel Michael and really pulling in your energy. But meditation might not be your thing either. Yeah, I always go to sleep after I meditate, by the way, because it drains me too. But I don't mind it. So you want to get yourself a business coach if you're just building a business, okay? Just hands down, I'm just going to tell you. But you want to be very specific and very, very careful about the kind of business coach that you get. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it was the combination of that and working with my angels. I couldn't just work with my angels. I love them so much. But there was a lot of things that I needed to learn and learn fast. That's when a business coach came in. But you want to be very specific and be very clear on the kind of coach you work with. You do not want to work with somebody. Well, I don't know. You work with whoever the hell you want to work with. I didn't want to work with somebody who told me every step to make, okay? Because then it wasn't really my business. It was my coach's business replicated, and that didn't feel good. So I enjoy critical thinking. I enjoy coming up with ideas and bouncing them off my coach. And I enjoy doing that for my clients. I enjoy pulling the best qualities, the best ideas out of my clients. I enjoy working with the angels while I have clients. And we use a collaboration, a collaborative, I don't know what to call it, but we collaborate together and come up with the best ideas. For example, I was just on a call with one of my clients, and she was wicked stuck, and within 30 minutes, we were supposed to be on the phone for 45, but within 30 minutes, her problem was solved, and she was off and running, and she had never felt so good. But you have to understand, it's not because I'm telling her what to do, it's because I'm working with the angels, and we are pulling it out of you, which is really important. So just to recap, okay? Working with your angels will change your life. It will change your business as well. Christine, exactly. You've been talking to them and listening and asking for help, but where did you learn all of that? In the mastermind. Working with the angels is going to change your life. It's going to change your business. But remember, you got to put in the work, and you've got to talk to them, and you've got to make it a daily habit, okay? Don't think that you can meditate once a week or journal once in a while or talk to them once a month and think that you're going to get results. That's crazy. Don't think you need to do anything that doesn't feel really, really good in your tummy, okay? Anything that doesn't feel really, really good to do, don't do it. You want to do everything that feels so amazing and that lights you up, okay? That's part of following your intuition. It's part of following your angels. If you are interested in what I'm creating, so I have a one-on-one, 3 spots a month opening. I have 3 one-on-one spots a month, and that's it. And I'm going to be opening it. Should be January 1st, maybe a little before then. But it's an application process, which is really cool. But it's literally, so what I'm really excited about is it's like this soul partnership. I'm really freaking excited about it. All the information's pinned to the top of the post in here. If you guys haven't gotten your 3-month angel forecast, I just want to tell you guys, I'm making them right now, and I'm blown away. I am literally blown away. I have been like laughing, and I've been like holy shitting because it's just crazy, the information and what I'm finding out, and just for these women. So I've got 3 spots left at $222, and I'm gonna give you a little heads up. It is worth so much more. The amount of time and energy it is taking me to get through these, because it's so much. Think about it. It's 3 months of fucking guidance. And it's not just here's a sentence. I mean, if you go and look, and I'll post the link below. If you go look at the breakdown, I mean, we're looking at business. I'm giving people business like points, specifics that they need to be working on each month. We have archangels, and I'm telling you what specifically you and your archangel are going to be working on each month. I got freaking crystals, this specific crystal that you need to have each month. I've got your number, your angel number for every single month. What else? We got the colors. So whatever color specifically like you need to have around you need to be wearing that brings you into a high vibe. We have that. We have an angel reading for each month. And you get personal development for each month from your angels, what they want you to read or listen to. So it's a lot. It's only $222. It's a crazy steal. 3 spots left. When those 3 spots sell out or January 1st comes, whatever one's first, price is doubling. It's at least worth $1,000. I'm telling you right now. But all right, I'm gonna let you go. So if you guys want that, I'm gonna give you the link. Sign up quick, because after the 3 slots, that's going up to $444. I'll never run it at this price again. It's completely exhausting. It's a lot of work and a lot of energy for me. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.